hygienic environment. He has the widest variety of patterns, or you can design your own tattoo. Open 10 to 6 Monday to Saturday and 10 to 9 Fridays. Call Chris to inquire about his other range of services or make an appointment on 232 887. The Australian Ink Spot 3 is situated at 2 Rocco Cashel Lane, Geelong.
Football Magic 93 on 100.3 WAR. Time to go back to the guys.
From 35 metres, Gerald Beenstead, like a dashing rover, has popped through a very handy goal for the Thompson Tigers. And well played Nankervis again, got it out of the middle. The ruck knockout was lost by Ian Evans, but Nankervis sharked it brilliantly, fired it over the top of the pack. Beenstead at the back of the pack, grabbed it, ran into an open goal and made no mistake. And the Tigers are a goal in front. Back to the centre. Up goes Ben Reynolds, knocks the ball to the turf. Little kick out from Schwarzer. That's Paul Middleton. Goes out wide towards the centre wing position, perhaps half forward. Leading in the race for the ball out there and kicking it back from whence it came was Dale Morrison of Thompson. He finds the safety of the bandline. No, he does not, as Reynolds picks it up and kicks quickly for the Amateurs with the left foot up towards the centre wing. Now on hands and knees, working hard there was liquefied Timmy Gardner. The hand pass, though, he couldn't quite find his teammate, as we see now that, in trouble, Chris Gardner not looking too good at the present time. And the boys on the camera giving us a perfect view of that, Ron. The boys on the camera really giving us something to look at on the monitor here, as Chris Gardner is down. He's in a fair bit of trouble. The umpire has stopped play, I think, as the trainers come out to him. He's just going across now to see how he is. He doesn't look good. Could be his left knee, which has been heavily strapped this afternoon, and I think you'll find he may have twisted the knee again. Well, let's hope he's all right, because I've got him marked down as the best player in the first half, as a best player, not the best, but a best. And he's up now, he's walking, but he's not too good, Ron. He's really grabbing that left knee, as you said, and we'll just have to wait and see whether he can go on. Trainers walking him around. We can see young Hall here on the boundary line ready to come on if needed. The umpire's going to start play. Up goes Reynolds for the Amateurs and knocks the ball to the turf. Screaming pack of players there. Hand pass comes out. Back to Nankervis. It comes in. Away go Thompson into the breeze with a long left foot kick up the woods, half forward. Up they go. McKellar goes up and does the spooling. Down the woods, Gill can't handle it swiftly just when he needed to. And the umpire's going to ball this one up as Rick Staszak comes in and throws the ball back to him. Centre half forward, and Thompson doing the attacking in this third quarter. Third and vital quarter to Tigger, as we see the ball good 50 metres from the Thompson goal. On the ground now for them too is the big fella Simon Eubanking. His hand pass put Nankervis under pressure. The loose ball picked up by Schwarzer. Middleton kicks it to half forward. The defensive side of the ground. Danny Wilson not moving too freely either, the Rooster, for the Amateurs side. Had the ball well punched away from him. Let's hope he's not too seriously injured. Yeah, well played Marcus Harrison, but Wilson looks like he might be in a forward pocket now. Mightn't be too good as you called, Roddy. Boundary throw in. Chance there for Schwarzer. Middleton. He's lifted. Dumps the ball away from the pack. Gains 15 metres for his side. Another boundary throw in. Half forward for centre wing, half forward flank position. Very close there. Grandstand side of the ground. As the boundary umpire with the mobile sponsorship puts it back into play. Over the top they go. Here's a chance for the Amateurs. Can they gather? They do. Through the agency of Peter Ice Cream Cone. Kicks the ball back towards half forward. Malacallis is Jimmy Malacallis, as we see now that breaking clear at half back. Timmy Gardner, the dasher, good unselfish football to Christian McFarlane. Punts at the half forward. The lead, Andrew Stott, is a good one, and he doesn't let Christian McFarlane down. Takes a very timely mark in front of Paul Robertson. Nice mark, nice lead by Stott as he takes that one. Ronnie's pointing something out to me. I can't see what he's doing. The kick wasn't particularly good from Stott. Comes back to centre half back. Hand pass across. Here's a chance for Thompson to go into attack. They can't do so. Many players claiming it there, and certainly one of them doing well over the top of the pack. Paul Robertson laying the tackle and affecting the ball up the session. Centre half forward with Thompson in attack. Okay, now the ball is around about 50 metres from goal, as we see now that the good work there from Webster. Tapped the ball unselfishly to Nankervis. Screws it around the corner. A diving lunge there for the big fellow, Gerald Beenstead, who's pleading to the umpire. What about the mark? Then umpire Gary not taking one scrap of notice. The ball has now been given to Paul Robertson, the full back for the Amateurs side. And, well, Gerald, the ball did hit the ground first, and you can't claim the mark when it does that. Gerald thought he could. Here's Robertson. He's kicking his wind delight, and this is no exception. Oh, goes Nan Curvis, takes the ride from behind and takes a beauty. Just the attacking side of centre wing for Thompson. Wants to swing the plate now. He does, sells the dummy. Comes back on the left foot now as he runs around the man of the mark and punt kicks up towards half forward. I'd suggest that might be a free kick or a mark there. Might be McCullough, is it, down there deep in defence for the amateurs, and he's going to receive it and come out of defence. And another 50-metre penalty. Umpires with the situation under complete control here today, and I congratulate both these youngsters out in the middle today, Cookie, and he's taken him straight to the centre of the ground as McCullough now goes short and finds Nicky Gill for the amateurs. Well played, Nicky Gill. He ran him back with his opponent. His opponent had to take the mark, so Gill just jumped into the space and received it. He kicks towards half forward, picked up by Schwartz to Middleton, and Middleton punt kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Almost a mark there to Menzies, not paid. Chance here for Thompson. Kick it off the ground. They do. A little kick comes out, intercepted by McCabe. Claimed high as he tries to elude the tackle. And Kenny McCabe, Goldilocks, punt kicks the ball high in the air, up towards half forward for the amateurs. It spills to Gill. It spills to Gill. Gill fires at Gill. Gill's offline. 1 point only to Nicky Gill. And the amateurs make up just a little bit of leeway. Certainly have, Cookie. We've been travelling 5 minutes of this third and a vital quarter of football here, round 16. GDFL match of the day between Thompson and Geelong Amateurs. Thompson 11-5-71. They lead the Amateurs side 9-12-66. 5 points the margin. Here's the grand old man himself, Sir Robert Menzies. Punt kicks out towards half-back. And a good little kick too, because he's found a teammate, Ricky Mays, who dropped into the gap very nicely at centre half-back. He elects to go up the centre. Up they go. Benstead can't mark. Had the hands on it. Picked up by Ben Reynolds of the Amateurs. A little kick around the flank is a good one. Finds a teammate there. Might have been Hildebrand. Gives it across to a running teammate. Punt kicks long. Up goes Wilson from the forward pocket. Don't tell me he's fit. He'd be on the wing if he was. The ball rebounds to half-back. Hand pass by Armstrong. Comes out with teammate Webster. And Webster kicks towards the centre wing. And Terry Nankervis has taken another specky going back with a flight of the ball. What a game he's played, Nankervis. He elects now a punt kick on the right foot. Up wide he goes. Looking for Gerard Benstead. It's knocked away from him over the line out of bounds. Throw in half forward flank. Scoreboard shows Thompson 11-5-71. Amateurs are 9 goals, 12-66. 5 points the difference. And how many times have we marked Terry Nankervis down for mark of the day? Yes, I tell you what, he's taken some rippers here this afternoon as the ball now back into play. Timmy Gardner, unselfishly to Mickey Webster's kick, a little bit well weighted there for Beachstead. It's over his head. Now it's put pressure on the amateur defence. The tackle a little high there from the moving picture man, Rick Stasic. And I think you'll find Andrew Melly will get the free kick for the Thompson side. 45 metres from goal on a very slight angle. Be a good kick to kick this. He's got to kick it from about 52, Ron. The man stands about, as you say, about 45, 47 metres out from goal. Here comes Ashley Malley. Right foot kick by Malley. It's a long one. It's a straight one. It's a good one. It's a beauty. Ashley Malley, the goal snake, has bobbed through another goal. That's his second, Andrew. Ashley's his brother. Is that Andrew, is it? Yes, he is. Oh, golly, he's a good player, Andrew, too. That's his second goal. Brady's having a laugh at my expense here. There's no laughing matter here. It's a serious game. Thompson has third 7 points in front in the third quarter.
Okay, quick update now. Geelong and Collingwood third term. It's about to go into the fourth term. 11-6-72 Geelong. Collingwood 8-6-54.
Oh, real big ball game there at Victoria Park. Cats doing it comfortably at the minute. There's the ball here now at half forward for the Thompson Tigers. It's picked up by Rick Stasic for Amateurs. Breaks clear through half back, kicks it to half forward. But again, the defence of the Thompson side stand firm. Good football, Timmy Gardner goes short and finds the ever elusive Andrew Malley. Waste no time. Gives the hand pass to the running Evans. Evans, left foot drop punt up to the teeth of goal. Where's the high flyers? No, that's all nullified. Comes to ground. Now we need some G&D. Oh, umpire. Shane Adams from Colac loves kicking goals, he told me before the game. And I tell you what, this is no exception. And he's picked one out. Glenn Wilkins copped one a little bit high, did umpire Adams suggest. And he's going to get the free kick, Cookie, no more than 15 metres from goal directly in front, and a brave decision, umpire Adams. Oh, Glenn Wilkins is about 6'5" or 6'6", and he was bending down. How he got caught high, I'll never know. Here he comes, coming in to shoot for goal. Important kick for the Thompson Football Club, and the Tigers have got another one as Wilkins boots his second from a dubious free kick, according to Ron Brain. And that moves now the Taco Bill third and vital quarter scoreboard to the Thompson side. They've now moved to 13-5-83. They've snuck away to 17-point leaders over the Geelong Amateur side, 9-12-66 in a very entertaining game of round 16 GDFL football here this afternoon.
And third term score line now from the Western Oval. Footscray versus Melbourne. Footscray 8-8-56. Melbourne leads 13-13-91.
Back to the centre. The ball bounces over all the ruckman's head. Reynolds goes back. Might have given away a free kick here. Tiki Touchwood one for mine, but it's going to be paid the way of Thompson. It was there. Ron said it was there. Wouldn't argue with Ron, a former champion umpire himself in his own right. Free kick. Footballer too. Thank you for the... Didn't say that. I said umpire. Free kick there to Timmy Gardner. Punt kicks the ball up the woods, half forward. Here's a mark. Good, courageous mark. Is that Richardson? Yes, it is. He's been a rock at Gibraltar down there in the long sleeves. The captain of the Amateurs. That was a good mark in a pack too. Backing back and took a beauty, and he's going to relieve the pressure for the Amateurs. He elects to come to the members' side or defensive side of the Godfrey Street Oval. Finds Nicky Gill. Good support there, Mickey McKellar. On the right foot, punts it high, wide and handsome. The bouncing ball eludes players. Peter Coates there. Likewise, Peter McCarter for the Thompson side. Showing a ton of dash. Unsettles Cone. And we'll see a boundary throw in. 55 metres from the Geelong amateur goal. And Rooster Wilson and Marcus Harrison still not getting on the best of terms there. Here's the boundary showing. The little hand pass was a good one from Jimmy Malakellis. Back to his teammate in Peter Ice Cream's Cone. Down to the pocket. Chance for Schwartz and a run on the footy. Getting back there too with him is Sir Robert Menzies, and he knocks the ball over the boundary line out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Deep in the right forward pocket, grandstand side of the ground. 83 plays 66 is 17 points the difference, and Thompson have the edge. Now the ball back into play. The ruckman there on the ball. Ian Evans got the ball down to Wilson. Oh, that boy's going to kick another goal. Yes, he's picked one out to the Rooster. Danny Wilson for mine. He had the ball, let it go. Should have been pinged for holding it for mine, but has got the kick for being held without it. So there you are. Might be listening to the call. Might be trying to even up, Ron. Who knows? Here comes Wilson. He runs sideways. He needs to swing it back a long way. I don't think he swung it far enough. Poor kick by Rooster Wilson there. He ran to the side. That's where he kicked it. The ball did swing back late, but it was already through the point post. At 1 point only goes on the board to Danny Rooster Wilson. Yeah, bad miss there too for the Rooster. Normally quite a good kick for goal. Obviously carrying an injury at the present time as Peter McCarter brings the ball back into play for the Thompson side. It's a lovely 60-metre drop punt out to the direction of Ian Evans. He doesn't let him down. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly, the big fella. The kick, a poor one. Johnny Ryan taps the ball forward. Coming through now for the Thompson side. Working hard was Dean Cale. Dispossessed of the leather. This has allowed the big fella to come in now, and Ben Reynolds. The high, wide and handsome kick up to the forward pocket. Members side of Godfrey Street. Well, it beat all players, and I think you'll find it's bounced over the line and out of bounds some 10 metres from the Geelong amateur goal, and a little bit more direction could have been forthcoming there from Ben Reynolds. 16 points the difference on the Taco Bills third quarter scoreboard. Boundary showing right alongside the point post. Amateurs into attack, up over the top. Spills to the ground. Timmy Gardner, long hand pass out wide to McCarter. Gathers well. Kicks for the great little experience of the left foot. Kept it in play, but getting underneath this one is Kenny McCabe, the centreman for the Amateurs, who takes a nice mark. He kicks the ball towards centre half forward, and getting up and taking a good mark is Ian Evans, who certainly has lived it since that spell on the bench. Yes, certainly, and took a great mark there at half back. Kicks it back to centre wing. Looks for Beanstetter. Ground level low for Thompson. Good work there from Uber Gang. He's kicked out a poor one. Allows Richardson to break through the centre of the ground. The piercing left foot drop punt pass. Caesar Radua come out now with a footy. Can't pick it up. Kicked off the carpet. Good footy. Dale Morrison sees the loose ball there at the centre wing. Working hard there for the amateur side was Driver. He was dispossessed of the ball. Now Curvis picks it up. Goes over the top to Wilkins. Claimed by McCallis. And McCallis was a little bit overzealous with that tackle. And 50 metres to rub salt into the injury. And, well, umpire's not taking any tomfoolery here this afternoon, Cookie. I think it's Glenn Wilkins' lucky day. He's got another free kick, and he's got a 50-metre penalty too. Good work by Mickey Webster to get the ball out to Terry Nankervis there. Battled hard in the pack and set Nankervis free. He's got it down to Wilkins, and he's received the free kick. He's gone closer to goal now, and we'll wait on the big fella closer. Barry Round could handball this through. He's only about 10 metres out. He is directly in front. He's going to kick the ball from inside the 10-metre square. In comes Wilkins. Goal umpire leans back. Wilkins has got his third, and Thompson Footy Club. The Tigers have got a pretty handy break. Middle stages, third quarter, on the Taco Bill scoreboard.
Yes, the Thompson side now moved to 14-5. 89 points. They've snuck away now, Cookie, to 22-point leaders over the Geelong Amateur side, 9-13-67. And again, we've been travelling 16.5 minutes, and it's all to the city end of scoring, which, as you've mentioned earlier, David, is into the breeze.
Well, each side that kicked into the breeze on each quarter have played better, so it's quite surprising, Ron. Up goes Evans, wins the hit down, but dashing through the pack and doing it pretty well there for Thompson. Might well have been Schwarzer Middleton. Down towards half forward he goes with a kick looking for Rattawa. He's out on a lead, but he's outnumbered on this occasion. Back of the pack. Here's the charge. Oh, pushed to the back as a Thompson player. Over the top, kicking up the ground. It's a goal on Nick Gill. I think it is. It was Hildebrand.
Hildebrand it was.
Oh, he's through, Ron.
Couldn't get boot the ball.
Get the boot too, and evidently. It's only 1 point. Just when it looked a certain goal for the Amateurs, he threw the foot at it. He either had his foot through or the ball was through. One of the two, and it's 1 point only. The kick comes out to half-back, and little Mickey Webster takes the mark.
Been a busy player too for the Tigers across half-back here this afternoon. The kick, a wobbly old punt, sees Timmy Gardner fly high in front there of Reynolds. Reynolds, though the big man, bends down, tries to pick it up. Got some unnecessary treatment there from Ian Evans, and the big fella in Ben Reynolds gets the free kick.
Played all right, the youngster too. Spears a pass in towards half forward. No one able to mark. Up in front there, almost taken it was Ricky Mays. At the back of the pack, here's a chance for the Amateur side. Picked up, is that Hildebrand having a shot over the right shoulder. Awkward kick, and it bounces over the line and out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Right forward pocket, and Amateurs in attack and needing a goal to bring them back into it on the Taco Bill scoreboard.
Damien Gorman, released an half forward, doing battle there in the ruck, but it comes to ground where Pete McCarter defends well for the Thompson side, kicks the ball to the members' side, centre wing. Good football there from Boomstead, pumped it onto Malley. He was well tackled by the half-back flanker and Rick Stasic as Jimmy McAllister now picks it up and breaks clear. Advantage was paid by umpire Adams. McCabe, good support there, Nicky Gill. Amateurs looking good here. The build-up now from Nicky Gill. The kick, a beauty. All Rattawa out of position. Hildebrand sharks it at ground level. Shoots at goal from 30 metres. Oh, great goal.
It's there. Hildebrand's been very lively, and he's kicked his second goal, and the Amateurs needed that one to bring them back into it because Thompson have kicked so straight, Ron. 14 goals, 5, 89 points on the Taco Bills third quarter scoreboard. That's 14-5-89 to Thompson, and Geelong Amateurs now go to 10 goals, 14-74. Back to 15 points the difference. We've got a game of footy right on our hands, and well played young Hildebrand, and well played Nicky Gillers in all sorts of trouble, was able to weave out and centre the ball instead of just blazing away.
Yes, really came into the game in that second quarter, continuing on in this third quarter. Nick Gill and a real little live wire around the packs at the present time for the Amateur Footy Club. Bounced down now. Not a good one as it allows Terry Nankervis to grab the footy. He lost the ball, kicked off the carpet, Ian Evans, out to half forward. Peter Hall, the back pocket player, moved up the ground at half forward. His kick sees the direction there of Beanstead. Likewise was Andrew Stott. He was pulled off the ball by Paul Robertson, the fullback for the Amateur side. And I think you'll find that umpire Gary has called for a bounce 25 metres from the Thompson goal.
Thompson moved the ball quickly into attack on that occasion. Up they go. McKellar wants to head for the boundary line. Hall is there. He can't gather it in, nor too can the moving pitches man Stasic, and it's over the boundary line and out of bounds. Kenny McCabe back there, lending a bit of support to his defenders as the boundary umpire puts it back into play again. Up goes Tim Gardner, actually won this hit down for Thompson, down in the direction of Malley. That's Andrew Malley. He can't handle the footy cleanly. They stack in on top of him, and we'll have a ball up decision. Scoreboard showing, the Taco Bills board shows 14-5-89 to Thompson, 10 goals, 14-74 to the visitors, and the visitors, of course, the Amateurs, they trail by 15 points.
Bounce down, this time a good one. real advantage to either ruckman, as we see coming through, being held without the football for mine, was number 1, Kenny McCabe. He gets the free kick in the outer side back pocket. Alex to go to centre wing. Oh, Evans, the high flyer for Thompson. Couldn't take it. Supported ground level by Chris McFarlane. Goes quickly to his teammate under pressure there. I think you'll find was Dean Cale. His hand pass, a poor one, allows now the amateurs to break clear. Through the agency of Ben McCabe, kicks it up to half forward. And that little fella, Mark Hildebrand, or Matthew Hildebrand, takes a good mark and plays on quickly.
Well played by Paul Middleton, who got it out of that pack. Now, Hildebrand kicks down to half forward. McCarter intercepts Will, has to kick in a hurry. It comes back towards Nathan Armstrong, gets it claimed to the tackle, hand pass to Nankervis, who might well have been held without it. Saw it coming, experience there from Nankervis and won the free kick. Defensive side of the centre of the ground, kicks up high in the air towards centre wing position. The ball floating, no one over the mark. McCabe's in there, got through to beat, taps it back cleverly to Gill, who charges through, gets the hand pass to Richardson. Richardson nowhere to go, gives it back to McCabe. He has to spin, kick without looking, punt kick, bounces past 4 or 5 players at half forward. Amateurs go into attack. Here's a hand pass out to Reynolds. Reynolds over the top to McCone, too close to the boundary line, and it's over the line and out of bounds. Boundary show in half forward flank. Amateurs fighting hard to get back in this game. 14-5-89. Thompson, the Amateurs 10-14-74. Still 15 points the difference on the Taco Bill third quarter scoreboard.
It's all exciting down there in Geelong and Collingwood. Scores are levelling up now. It's Collingwood 10-7-67, Geelong 12-6-78.
Yeah, not much in that either, and that's interesting stuff there at Victoria Park. And you see here there's only 15 points in this clash too between Amateurs and Thompson. Thompson just a slight advantage at the present time. Ball's at half forward for the Geelong Amateurs side. We've been travelling nearly 20 minutes of this third and final quarter of football, as Shane Adams from Colac has suggested he'll have a bounce down some 30 metres from the amateur goal.
Well done, little Mickey Webster did well in that pack to hold that in. The bounce is a poor one. Ian Evans has a fresh air shot at the back. Chance for Wilson, pick up, kick a goal. There's a goal, shut it. Roosters bumped it through. Oh, cruel bounce for Ian Evans there.
I think it was Grant Skinner, mate, so for the 34 Guernsey.
They kicked the goal, was it?
No, that
Fumbled the ball. I bet
yeah.
that the cruel bounce was it. The ball up for Evans, and then the ball bounced away from Skinner, but not so from Rooster Wilson, who picked it up and banged through. His first goal of the day did Danny Wilson, and it's 14-5-89. Thompson, Geelong Amateurs are 11-14-79. 10 points the difference on the Taco scoreboard. Top of the hill in Mirabel Street. Final third quarter.
Western Oval, Footscray 10-10-70 plays Melbourne 14-13-97.
Back here, it's 23.5 minutes of travel of this third and final quarter of GDFL round 16, match of the day, where there's now, let's have a look, 9 points separating these two great sides of GDFL.
The sunshine streaming down on the Godfrey Street Oval as the umpire, this is the Geelong Football League umpire, bounces this one down. Middleton's there in the centre, slipped over at the crucial stage. Hand pass came out wide. Kick it quickly to Thompson through the agency of might have been McFarlane up towards half forward. No one able to claim a mark there. Oh, straight it out the back here, McCabe for sure. Stasek, threw it out the back, a little backhander if you don't mind, and he's been pinned by, and rightly so by the umpire, and Andrew Mellor going to take free kick at half forward for Thompson.
No real movement there on the forward line, so he's opted to kick the ball long. Looks there for the big mark of Beenstead at the back of the pack. Terry Nankervis, thank you very much, umpire. And the veteran showing a little bit of class and experience. Snavelled the ball at the back of the pack, turned around from 5 metres and banged through his third goal.
Thompson go to 15-5, enormous kicking. That's 20 shots, they've kicked 15 straight ones, Ron. That's great stuff. 15-5-95, Thompson. The Amateurs are 11 goals, 14-79 on the Taco Bill scoreboard, and we're about to tick into time on. Almost 25 minutes gone in the third quarter, and geez, a good player, Terry Nankervis, isn't he? He never gives in, and there he was. He's at one end, he's at the other, and he's bobbed that one through from the goal square.
Yes, great effort. Now back to the centre. Ian Evans doing battle. Ben Reynolds back on the ball to the Amateurs side. Can they get the answering goal? No, said Mick Webster. The Thompson little rover breaks clear, punts it to half forward. Great diving lunge there, Paul Robertson in front there of Beenstead. Beenstead now butters up, lost the footy. Pack of players have formed. Hall's there. Now Robertson's in there again for the Amateurs side. Kicks it quickly as he was flung to the ground. Out the centre wing. We see that the Como is there. Kicked it off the carpet. Now an opportunity for the Amateurs side. It looks like the big fella Ben Reynolds picks it up and goes bang. Up there for Rowan Riddler. He can't take the ball. Well fisted away from him by Sir Robert Glenn Menzies. It's the loose ball now. Grant Skinner having a lot of trouble picking the footy up there, Cookie. luckily supported by Glenn Menzies, and Sir Robert was happy to see the ball go over the line and out of bounds.
Big fella Ben Reynolds has been winning the ball well over the centre stages this quarter, but he's just kicking to the dead pocket. He needs to go to the far side. He's had a couple of boundary throw-ins where perhaps they could have scored. Up goes Reynolds trying to make amends. Got the knockdown. At the back it goes. Through hands. Long right foot kick as McCone gave it across to his teammate there, having a flying shot in the fish and chip shop specialist Malacallis. And it's 1 point only.
Jimmy Malacallis, a little bit offline on that occasion, and would have been a very handy goal for the side.
Yes, just offline there with that one as we wait on the ball to come back into play. Menzies puts it on the left foot. Ooh, kicks a good one too, right out the halfback. Up goes Dan Curvis, can't hold it with one hand. Spills off players here. We'll have a boundary throw in, and it's out of bounds half forward, flank grandstand side of the ground. 95 plays, 80 runners at the scoreboard, the Taco Bill scoreboard. We played 26 and a half minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, 15 points separating these two sides. Thompson, a slight leader at the present time. Amateurs coming home into the breeze, and that's going to be a plus for them because they've been both sides utilising the against breeze, which is a little bit of reverse psychology here, as Terry Nankervis said, I'll get a free kick. And
okay, up the wood, centre wing. Evans is the target, can't mark. Here comes McCabe dashing out of the pack. Picks it up. Long kick by McCabe. Runner was in front. Menzies right there with him. Off hand. Through for 1 point. Big kick by Kenny McCabe. Looked as though it might have covered the territory there at one stage, but just touched on the line. Radaway had to go for the mark. It wasn't going to carry him. Menzies did the job from behind and knocked it out of his hands for 1 point only.
Yeah, Robin Ratower is just not quite hanging onto the ball now, is he? Probably credit to Glenn Menzies here.
Yeah, done well since he's gone back there, Menzies. The kick out didn't look good off the boot, but Jimmy Garner didn't let him down. Chipped in and took a nice mark. Fired up the hand pass to McCarter. He wants to go round to Webster. Webster had all sorts of trouble. Gives it to McCarter, who cleverly kept the ball in as he went out. Kicks the ball up towards centre wing. Over centre wing now. Benstead the target. Went too far for him. At the back of the pack. Hand pass. Comes across. He picked up here by the little fella Malley. Malley kicks into the forward pocket looking for his teammate down there is Stott. Can't mark. It's close to the fence, but they're going to keep it in, Ronnie. And it's pretty tough down there as the ball comes out towards Gerard Benstead.
Oh, he breaks through the pack too with some strength, the big fella. But his disposal let him down on that occasion. The left foot not working as well as you would have liked. And is well offline.
1 point only on the board. Now, McKellar kicks in from full-back. Goes out wide to the far side of the ground. Not a particularly good kick. Put his teammate out there, Robertson, under all sorts of pressure. He was well tackled on that occasion by his opponent, Peter Hall. He's playing in the forward pocket now for Thompson. And it's over the line out of bounds and a boundary throw in.
27 minutes have gone as third and vital quarter of football. And Thompson lead by 14 points over the Geelong Amateur side. Ball now into play. Over the back of the pack. Good tap out too there. Shark by Eubangang, whose quick shot at goal is just off hands there of both O'Malley and also Stasic for the amateur side. And Rick Stasic will bring the ball back in now from that rushed point.
Thompson with chances here, just frittering them away. They've kicked very straight all day, but the last couple have been just offline. Here's the Amateurs fullback for the moment. Stasic, who kicks it out wide, well out over halfback. Good kick too, because Nick McKellar's got underneath it, taking the mark at centre halfback. He takes the chance. He swings the play towards the centre. Oh, and Evans goes up and takes the mark. Ben Reynolds sat back thinking that Evans had got underneath that one, but he did not. He put the hands up and he pulled in a very good mark. True centre of the ground. Third quarter, Taco Bill scoreboard shows 95 plays, 81, and a pretty good game of footy. Thompson lead by 14 points at the Godfrey Street Oval.
And Evans goes very short there with a drop punt pass, but an unmarked. Biggie Webster takes an easy mark. Now goes short again. Oh, finds Timmy Gardner, who breaks clear. Look at him go. Feeds off the hand pass. Good work there from his teammate who sold the dummy sweetly, Dean Cale. His kick has let him down, though. Mellie's there for Thompson. Hand passes over the top. Gives it back to Cale, who slaps the ball on his left foot from 20 metres. Running to the forward pocket. Has screwed it back and kicked a great goal, Dean Cale.
Well, Ronnie, you write that one down as one of the pretenders? No, one of the contenders for the goal of the day from Neville Whitley, the painter's prop. That was a magnificent goal as he was running flat out, heading onto his left foot. I'm not sure if he's a left foot or not, but he threw that on the boot, and it never looked like missing. It was a beauty, and all his teammates come and congratulated him. As the time clock shows, we've gone 30 minutes of the third quarter. Thompson 101, lead the Amateurs 81. It's 20 points the difference now on the Taco Bill scoreboard. Of course, Taco Bill's at the top of the hill in Mirabel Street, and I'm very keen on the enchiladas, Ron.
Yes, as we see now the ball back to the centre, and Middleton thumped it 30 metres towards their goal. Hildebrand's there, but well beat on that occasion. Lost it, gave it back to Hildebrand, who steadies from 30 metres. He's really made a mess of that one, as Matthew Hildebrand, a bad mess.
Well, been a lively player in the forward pocket since quarter time. He's been a real handful for the defenders, but gee whiz, he should have done better with that. He had time to steady. He did steady and just kicked it across the face of goal, 1 point only, when they badly needed a goal, very close to three-quarter time.
Ricky May, the 31 Guernsey for Thompson, could, think himself a little bit unlucky. He had the ball, for some reason was stolen from him by young Hildebrand, but luckily he was offline. Here comes McCarter from full-back. Shades, he kicks the ball out to the half-back flank position, and he's found a teammate. Now we've got time for a quick score.
Okay, scores level between Geelong and Collingwood, 78 points apiece at the moment.
The Cats could have gone. Let's see what happens here. I don't think the Thompson side has gone, because into attack they go. As we see now that Dale Morrison receives a hand pass there from Hall. Good football tied by Cyril Beested, who plays on from 20 metres on the left foot. This time shows me how to do it, and goes bang. Great goal.
It's his third goal for the day, Jared Benstead, and they worked that ball brilliantly from the kick into. McCarter's kick was a good one, and they just continually ran the footy around the outer side, brought it back to the centre with a nice kick, and Benstead judged that ball better than his opponent. He actually ducked back there. He was behind, but he could see the ball was just going to carry over the top, grabbed it, played on immediately, and looked $1 million as he put the right foot right into it, and a good goal, and the third one of the day to Jared Benstead.
Yeah, good football, and well set up there on that outer side of the ground. Peter Hall, who's now in attack for the Thompson side, and has had many touches here this afternoon.
Back to the centre. Reynolds doing the ruck work. Up he goes against Evans. Reynolds wins this one for the Amateurs. Out of the centre they come through the agency of Paul Middleton. Been a great trier. Punt kicks long to the forward line, but it's into that defensive pocket again. They've got to go straighter. Up goes Radaway, can't mark. Wilson's there. Taken away here by the defenders of the Thompson Tigers. Up they go. Well, Shepherd is there because Marcus Harrison got the run through. Got the saloon bat. He's running down. He went to half forward. Picked up by Malley. Malley goes on the right foot. Tumbles a punt. It's into the goal square. Getting back, Johnny Ryan. Can he trap the ball? Pushes it wide towards the boundary line. Keeps it in play. Gets a hand pass back to a teammate there in Robertson. He can't handle it cleanly. The ball's at half forward. Break a kick off the ground. Lands with Richardson, and Richardson's cool. But the kick is charged down, and it's landed here with Hall. Hall puts the right foot into it. Up towards the goal square, but getting back, taking a good mark is Stasek, and that was a good effort there from the Amateurs side to hold that up, because it looked bad quite a few times, Ron.
They certainly did, and have got out of trouble nicely, because Stasek's kicked a good one to Nick Gill in the half-back flank position. Now he goes over the top to McCabe, who breaks clear centre wing, goes short and finds the elusive James Driver at half forward.
And Taxi punt kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Good mark, Rador out in front. He's got the hands and held this one. Might be too far out, Ron. He's going to have to kick it a good 50 metres, maybe 52 or 3. He's going to have to aim for that left-hand goal post to allow for the breeze, as some of his teammates haven't been doing this quarter. He's aimed it out there and swinging back. It's a magnificent kick from Radar. It's a goal. Just when they needed one, he's come good. He's bobbed through his fifth. And Glenn Menzies, who's done a great job, but he couldn't do much about that one. The kick was pretty good to him. And Rowan Radar boots his fifth for the game.
Yes, very handy goal. Late stages of this final quarter. 34 and a half minutes of travel. Amateurs now move to 12, 16, 88, 19-point trailers over Thompson, who are 17-5, 107 on the Taco Bill third quarter scoreboard.
And Geelong leads by one measly point. A rush behind, 12-7, 79 leads Collingwood, 11-12, 78.
Can the Cats hang on?
Back to the centre here. Bounce down. Ian Evans doing the ruck work against Ben Reynolds. Neither of them favoured by this one. There'd be a free kick here to an Amateurs player who was pulled off the footy for mine. Won't matter who it is, because the siren's gone. He's in the centre of the ground. No chance of getting the long footy to this one is Jamie Canellon. And at three-quarter time, the scoreboard shows Thompson 17 goals, 5, 107. The Amateurs are 12 goals, 16, 88.